Scorpio, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot, and welcome to your July 2018 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising signs. So Scorpio, for this reading, I am using the Thelema Tarot deck along with the Wisdom of the Golden Path Oracle cards, and then I also will be pulling you a Romance Angel Oracle card as well. Alright, Scorpio, so at the bottom of the deck, I do have the Two of Swords. And so the Two of Swords, this is what I'm using as the overall energy for you guys for the month of July. So some of you might have an important decision to make here in July. Now, the Two of Swords, as the overall energy, just try to remain open. Maybe something's going to happen differently than you had planned. For me, this can be like a very closed off kind of energy. So just keep that in mind. Try to stay open-minded. Definitely listen to your intuition when it comes to you making any important decisions. Underneath the Two of Swords, I do have the Four of Swords. So maybe some of you need to meditate, go within, you know, really listen to your intuition, spend some time alone when it comes to any decisions that you're making here in July. Right at the center, I do have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups crossed by the Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is a solid new beginning, a blessing that's coming in, one of value. It can add, you know, a sense of stability or security to your life in some way. Can be a new home, a new job, a lump sum of money. But for many of you, it's something from the past, something that's ongoing from the past. So with that Two of Swords, for those of you that aren't making a decision, it could be that you're receiving a decision. If you were waiting on maybe hearing something, hearing or receiving a decision in regards to this new beginning here, Ace of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups can represent someone or something from the past that's ongoing or relevant right now. Some of you are receiving that closure. That decision is coming in if you were waiting on one. It's definitely coming in July. And again, Ace of Pentacles, solid new beginning. And at your foundation, I do have Judgment. And so with Judgment, yeah, there could be some Scorpios that maybe you have like a legal matter that's ongoing, and you know, if you were waiting on that legal judgment or that closure to come in as far as like a settlement, something like that, that could be happening right at the start of the month. But Judgment also speaks about, it's a powerful healing energy, speaks about second chances. And with the Six of Cups here, for those of you that this is on the relationship front, you definitely could be getting back together with someone, or, you know, that could be significant here in July where you're maybe making a decision about that. But a past relationship could be significant. Also, for those of you that it is a legal matter, if it's not like a lawsuit, it could also be like a custody battle. Something involving your children. In the more recent past, I have the Four of Cups, which is you not happy with the status quo. Now, maybe something was offered to you and it wasn't good enough. This is someone who's emotionally not satisfied. So if something was offered to you previously, maybe it wasn't good enough or it wasn't exactly what you wanted. Others, you know, maybe feeling alone. For those of you that this is on the relationship front, maybe feeling a little lonesome, maybe waiting on getting back together with someone or waiting to be reunited. But crowning you, we have Death. So pretty powerful energy here. Now, Death does represent your sign, Scorpio, but this is crowning you. So I think that this is very much what you want. Great change. With death, it represents change, transformation. Can be something ending, you know, but with that ending, it's creating that space for someone new or something new to come in. And so some of you, you know, this is what you want. This is what's on your mind. Maybe you're waiting on a decision in regards to this, waiting for this to fully come to fruition. I feel like some of you, maybe something has already ended and you're waiting on like that next kind of step here, because with death there's always that new beginning. And so sometimes with death it's a process. We can have an ending to something and then later on have that new beginning make its way in, or that change, you know, fully be present in our lives. So I feel like some of you, this has been a process. This has been a process. And so we have this new beginning that is coming in July. And energy around the second week in the near future, we have the Emperor. And so for some of you, this could be a male. This could be a male character who is significant here. So it could be an older gentleman. Could be someone who's very wise, someone who has a lot of life experience, could be a business owner, someone who's, you know, very successful. For some of you, I do feel like it's a character. He can be someone who was married, is married, or has children. And so maybe some of you have something going on with this male energy. You could be making a decision when it comes to him and your relationship. And then for other Scorpios, you know, I feel like this is your energy. The Emperor for me is someone who's in control, empowered. You might be taking back your power, taking control here at this time, because maybe a decision has come in or some sort of closure. Around the second week could be when you're feeling inspired or empowered for other Scorpios. And, you know, in the position of your power, we have the Lover's card. So some of you are feeling empowered. You're making that decision. If you were putting it off, with the Lover's card in this position, you know, this is a head or heart decision. This is a choice. So I feel like some of you are making this important decision here. Second, third week energy, maybe feeling inspired or empowered here at this time, in control, making that decision. Yes, it can be in regards to a relationship, but it doesn't have to be. If there was like a three-party situation, you definitely could be making a choice at this time with death crowning you, with death on your mind, maybe thinking about letting go of someone in particular and pursuing something with someone else. For others, that it's a legal matter, maybe receiving some sort of offer, some sort of legal offer here at this time. There definitely could be some Scorpios that maybe you're getting a divorce and you could be actually being offered something at this time, second, third week. Because in the position of how those around you are viewing you, I have the Six of Pentacles, which is giving or receiving. So receiving something, you giving someone something, but it speaks about balance. Things, at least financially, balancing out for you. You know, could be that settlement coming in, could be a loan coming in, but we have you receiving something and it's bringing in some sort of stability or balance. Now, in the hopes and fears, I have the Three of Swords. So this is not happening. It's just in the hopes and fears. So fearing maybe disaster, fearing things not working out, things not going in your favor, could be some sort of loss. But it's just a fear, and this isn't for everybody. I don't feel like it's for everybody. And then in the final outcome position, energy that you're leaving the month with, going into August, we actually have the Seven of Cups. Which the Seven of Cups can speak about options on the table. So some of you at this time are making some important decisions. You could be narrowing it down here, looking at some options, but you do have options on the table. So just make sure that you're being realistic. This is that kind of scattered emotional energy, can be a confusing energy as well. So just make sure that, you know, you're seeing things clearly for what they really are. Be realistic. For some of you, you're narrowing it down, maybe making some important decisions at this time. But let's do some clarifying. We will take a look at this Seven of Cups for Scorpio energy that they're leaving the month with. Scorpio. Clarifying the Seven of Cups for Scorpio. All right, we have two cards that wanted to come out. Interesting. Okay, and then let's take a look at, I want to actually take a look at the Emperor. For some of you, I feel like he's a character. For others, I feel like it's your energy. And yes, for some Scorpios, you do have an important decision to make here, or a decision is significant. Interesting. All right, so first, looking at this Emperor, we have the Five of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. So what this is telling me is, for those of you that this is like a character, maybe it's your significant other, a male energy who's significant, I think that there's definitely, this is a lot of emotional energy. And so I think there's fear, there's worry, there's concern, there's a lot of emotional ups and downs, maybe with this character. Five of Cups energy, for me, it's a very doubtful, pessimistic energy. Can be someone who's focused on the wrong thing, especially with the Page of Swords. You know, he's kind of on guard, weary. Two of Swords energy, not really the most open. Also someone who needs to ground themselves. They're out of touch. They're not able to really hear their intuition correctly. So that's not all of you. By you seeing this reading, you know, you can do something about these energies. I feel like this is a lot of emotional energy, and it's around this Emperor. And then for those of you that, you know, it's not a character here, because the Emperor's a 4, and so 4 speak about your foundation, your security, your stability. It's definitely a financial matter here, this Ace of Pentacles. Maybe some of you are juggling your finances, maybe experiencing some delays. Because you've experienced delays, there's this maybe doubtful kind of fearful energy. But, you know, with death, great changes coming in, and judgment at your foundation. Energetically speaking, when judgment is at play, when certain energies are at play, it is a process. But you have great change coming in no matter what. And if you're waiting on this, you know, Ace of Pentacles, waiting on this opportunity, it's on its way. So just keep the faith and stay positive. Some of you receiving that decision, receiving maybe that loan, receiving here around the second, third week. Others here at the end of the month, you're looking at some options here. Clarifying this Seven of Cups, I have the Seven of Pentacles, the Emperor again, and then the Hermit. So looking at those options here, you've worked hard, you've planted those seeds. Some of you could be kind of evaluating a situation, asking yourself if it's worth you putting any more time and energy into this. But you're receiving spiritual guidance. I feel like this is spiritual guidance coming in. This is your angels, your guides communicating with you. For some of you, it could be a male energy, a male that has passed over, you know, a father, grandfather, whomever here that's helping you, guiding you. We know that some of you have been patient, you've been waiting. But it is a time here at the end of the month for some of you to look at those options, to stay strong, you know, to stay strong, to try to really keep yourself grounded and keep those emotions balanced. Let's pull you an additional guidance card. You are going through this process, and like I mentioned, you know, with death, very powerful energy, but sometimes it is a process. It's a transformational process. Okay, so I want to take the card that's upright, and then I'm also pulling you a Romance Angel Oracle card, Scorpio. But as always, if you're interested, over on Vimeo, I do have the Love Tarot forecast posted for the month of July. That link is below. Scorpio, love and relationship matters. You know, and for that handful of people that maybe there is like a love triangle situation going on, maybe something hasn't been working out with maybe one of them, maybe you're waiting on them to get a divorce, whatever it may be, that could have your emotions kind of all over the place. So if you are a Scorpio that's dealing with like a love triangle type situation, what can kind of release you from a lot of this energy is just focusing on yourself, listening to your intuition, doing what's best for you. And, you know, if I remember correctly, Scorpio, your July love forecast that I just filmed over on Vimeo, pretty much a lot of the same messages came up for you guys. That can really help you if you are a Scorpio that is kind of stuck in a situation like that. But the overall guidance card that I have for you is I am blessed, and this card flipped right out. So you are definitely receiving messages from Spirit, that spiritual guidance. You do have a lot to be thankful for. You do have this Ace of Pentacles that's coming in. There will be closure coming in. You are going through this great change. I think that some of you just need to balance your emotions and be patient, which I know is not the easiest, but you do have a lot to be thankful for. You are blessed. And like I mentioned, you're in this process. Some of you might kind of need to surrender in some way, go with the flow, and just kind of trust and have faith that everything's going to work out in your favor. And then when it comes to love and relationship matters, we do have it is safe for you to love, open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. And so Two of Swords energy, sometimes not the most open energy. So I feel like with this message here, you know, it's safe for you to maybe be more open in some way, for you to trust, for you to be more open, for you to make an important decision if you need to. And you know, what's interesting is we have the Six of Pentacles here around the 3rd week. So yeah, needing to be open. And then at the end of the month here, needing to look at those options. All right, Scorpio, so I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. I wish you guys a wonderful month. Take care.